We welcome you to Athletes in Motion Sports Television here at San Clemente High School. Tonight, the Laguna Hills Hawks out of the Seaview League take on the San Clemente Tritons out of the South Coast League in the sport of high school wrestling. Hi everybody, I'm Paul Higgins, and it's going to be a fantastic night of grappling tonight from Triton High School because these two teams arguably are both #1 in all of Orange County, but this week, 2 weeks prior to Christmas, it's Laguna Hills coming in rated #1 in all of Orange County. San Clemente rated #4 in Orange County. It will be the Hawks on your right side, head coached by Cliff Jarmy. Captains meeting along with the officials tonight. San Clemente will be on the left side, and they are coached by Mark Calentino. The last 3 years, the San Clemente Tritons have won the South Coast League Championship 3 times. So they are a very good school. And when you keep winning, you keep bringing in great wrestlers. So we're excited about this one. I tell you what, I wrestled here at San Clemente High School when I was a freshman. And the program, it just keeps getting bigger and better every year. I saw my high school coach, Coach Owens, just a little while ago, and I said, Coach, you still look like you can get out there on the mat. And he goes, I don't know, Paul, but they bring him here at San Clemente High School, as does Laguna Hills. Tonight, we're going to start off in the 112-pound class. It will be for Laguna Hills, Ian Frank. He's a sophomore. He'll be taking on Matt Welch, and Matt is a junior. Matt is also a member of the award-winning Triton Marching Band. He plays on the drum line. Matt wrestled in the CIF Championship last year. So here at San Clemente High School, they play it underneath the lights. It will be Matt Welch in the red. He has the mask on, obviously to protect himself from any facial injuries. He might have had an injury prior to this match and just protecting himself. So Ian Frank is on your right. He'll be in the black. They go 3 2-minute periods. Of course, they're going for the takedown to start off the match. You get awarded 2 points for the takedown. The two lock up.
Matt is a member of the Tritons Marching Alliance.
Trying to shoot the single leg, going out of bounds, so they'll come back into the stationary position. So we welcome you to our webcast of our first full event on Athletes in Motion Sports Television via the web, and this is one of many more that are going to come your way, and we're excited to bring it to you. No score in the first period. You see the clock on the right-hand side, 1:19 to go in the first. Trying to shoot the single. Check out San Clemente, the head. He's got the head and the elbow. Sometimes you can do a little head shook, bring the head and the body past him and get behind him and take him down. These two schools, both of them are coached very well. Some wrestlers like to tie up like they are now. Others don't like to tie up at all. You see them trying to work around the back. Nobody really has control yet, but if you're going to look at somebody that might, it could be Ian Frank from Laguna Hills. And nice move! Nice move by Matt Welch from San Clemente. The score 2-0. It's 2-0 for Matt Welch as he gets the score and the takedown. So here in the first period at 112 pounds, Matt leads it 2-0 in a scrappy match to start this. We will end up tonight on 103 pounds as they pulled the weight classes basically out of a hat to see which one they're going to start on. So we will see the entire match tonight right here on Athletes in Motion. And that's the end of one. So at the end of one, 2-0. And I know you can't see them, but you can hear them. A great crowd tonight here at San Clemente High School supporting both these wrestling teams, as they always do. So Matt Welch starts in down position, he immediately stands up. Frank bringing him down, trying to ride him. Matt has some beautiful moves though. Look for him to try to do a switch as Frank working the upper body. Doesn't have an ankle. Now he grabs the left ankle. Right when he does. Welch feels it, trying the switch, locking hands. so there's going to be 1 point awarded. 1 point will be awarded for locking hands, so the score is now 3-0 Matt Welch, 3-0 San Clemente. So once again, a quick stand up and watch the switch. Sometimes you do the inside switch or the regular outside switch. Most often it's the outside switch. Inside switch is a little bit more difficult. You got to separate your body from the other wrestler to pull that off. So 3-0 here in the early going. Tritons lead it. You see the switch trying to pull up, but the leg, the ankle. Frank had a good hold of the ankle. Now still riding him high, looking for the half Nelson. You see him sink his left arm deep in there, and if he can, now he's got that arm. He's going to pull that arm in, and at this position here, he could take that right arm and slide in a half Nelson. And still great pressure on the hips. Just great pressure. Doesn't even have to have an ankle right now. He's got the feet tied up with one leg, and then he's got tremendous pressure on the hips. You can see the ankle locked in. So that's a great leg ride, and then trying to do the cradle there. And there's the face, cross face. And I tell you what, Matt Welch is a smart wrestler because he turned his head the other way, but Ian Frank has got a good hold. He's got a good hold. Can he turn him? So far, no points scored by Frank, even though he's wrestling hard. Welch is wrestling smart, countering everything Frank does. And they're trying to stand up. Nice job of grabbing the ankle. So at the end of 2 periods, we have a score of 3-0. Both these wrestlers in prime shape, even though it's early in the season. Neither one of them gassed right now. Of course, they're 112 pounds. Next weight class will be 119 pounds. So the score 3-0. Welch got the early takedown, and then he was awarded 1 point on the locking of the hands. You see him trying to sink in. That's a dangerous move right there. That is a dangerous move right there on bottom. But did a nice job of getting back out without any damage. On deck, we have Eric Morales taking on Carl Rollins from San Clemente. So 1:21 left to go in this third period. You got the third period up there. 1:20 to go. And counting. So Ian Frank has to get a reversal and a takedown to get ahead. But right now, for the following 1 minute, Matt Welch is doing a good job of sinking in the leg. He's turning him here. He's going to get some near fall points. Near fall points coming your way. I haven't seen him yet, but if he can turn them. Fatigue right now takes in a major part. The guy on the bottom is spending a lot of energy. He's pushing the other way, and of course, the man on top, Matt Welch, using everything he can to turn the neck. You see him, he's got his hands locked in. He uses his elbow as leverage to push that head down, to turn the head away so he can turn the head under. So far, no near fall points awarded. 20 seconds left here in this third period. A 6-minute match. Frank and Welch. And official calls timeout with 14 seconds. They were at a deadlock position. So Frank has to get a reversal and a takedown to win this match. That's the only way he's going to win it now. Does he have enough gas? Trying to stand up. Welch is going to win this one. And both these wrestlers, you will see plenty of them. And you've got 2 seconds to shoot the takedown. So that's what would happen. He would have to escape and do the takedown, at least for a tie. And this is what I like to see. You'll see both wrestlers go to the opposing coaches and shake their hands. There's your winner as he goes over and says hello to Cliff Jarmy. Next up, it's 119 pounds. So San Clemente leads the match in team scoring 3-0. They lead 3-0.
At 119 pounds, from San Clemente, a junior, Carl Rollins. And from Laguna Hills, a sophomore, currently ranked second in Orange County, Eric Roberts.
So we have Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts for Laguna Hills, Carl Rollins from San Clemente. Roberts, as you might have heard, a sophomore, ranked second in Orange County. Carl Rollins in red, he's a junior, but it's going to be Roberts with the slick takedown. So the score 2-0. 2-0. Eric Roberts leads it. Going on the opposite side. Holding on to that single leg, and Rollins did a nice job of standing up. These two wrestlers very strong. There's barely an ounce of body fat on these guys. You can see the turn. Rollins trying to get his first points, and he does. He gets a reversal. We're tied up at 2 apiece, 2-2. With 1:10 to go in this first period. So far, very exciting match. Watch the leg as he sinks in the leg. He's got the leg ride, but Roberts does a nice job of standing up, trying to break it. Rollins trying to sink it deeper and break him down. Almost a figure four back there, just trying to hold on. Nice move by Eric Roberts to pull the elbow down. Get him back down to level ground, but Rollins sinking in hard. Huge amount of strength in the forearms and the fingers of these wrestlers as well. You can't help but get strong by using your hands constantly in this sport. You're constantly squeezing. It's like pushing them up against a wall all the time and just trying to push that wall. It's what these guys are doing. They're like two brick walls trying to push each other up, trying to turn them, locking in the head and trying to get some leverage. And you can tell that Rollins is going to be working the leg rides tonight. I hated the leg rides. They're very difficult to get out of. So at the end of one, how about this? 2-2. Both wrestlers. I like the look of Carl Rollins. Coach Jarmy's asking the official. And Jarmy's not unaccustomed to talking to the officials, trying to find out why something wasn't scored. There's not too many people that know more about the sport, if any, than Cliff Jarmy. A wrestler himself, he's been at Laguna Hills High School for over 20 years. He told me the other day, but I won't tell you all. He's a grandfather, so congratulations to Coach Jarmy on that. He's a tough coach. You come into his program, you're going to expect to work hard. I want to thank Coach Jarmy and Coach Calentino. In the last several days, we've been communicating, providing information, and talking about this match, and I'm pleased that this is the first webcast here in Athletes in Motion. As I said, one of many coming your way this fall season. Next week, we're going to be with J. Sarah basketball as they take on Linwood. Working the upper body. Roberts trying to work out. He almost got the escape. Looking for the reversal. So 2-2 score here in the second period. Rollins doing a good job. Does he have control? Rollins has been in control most of this match. Just tremendous leverage on the leg. You can see that that right leg of Roberts isn't going anywhere. But right now, Roberts looks to switch. Rollins holds on to control. Eric Roberts for Laguna Hills. Carl Rollins, a junior for San Clemente. We're still tied at 2 apiece. In the down position with 55 seconds. 2-2 score. Rollins still in control. Nice crossface, just jammed the crossface. And here we got a 1-point escape. So the visiting team, Laguna Hills, with Eric Roberts, he leads 3-2 now. Roberts leading 3-2 with that escape. Nice job. He worked hard for that escape now, looking for the takedown, but Rollins shooting what it looked like was going to be a single leg. Almost had the headlock. You don't see too many of the little guys throw the headlock. 2 points. 2-point takedown, 4-3. Rollins leads it 4-3 with 14 seconds left to go here in the second period. We'll see if Roberts can either get up and get an escape or if he can get a reversal. He immediately sticks the left leg out, grabs the hand of Rollins. Got to be 2 seconds, so we're going to go into the third and final period. The crowd appreciating it here at San Clemente High School with a score of 4-3. You're watching high school wrestling on Athletes in Motion Sports Television webcast via aimsports.tv. 119-pound weight class. I'm so excited to be here. This is just going to be tremendous all night long. San Clemente leads team scoring 3-0 right now. Nice, oh, nice, almost had the escape. Rollins almost had the escape, but Roberts did a good job of holding on to the foot. Both wrestlers hustle back. Rollins in the down position. Carl Rollins, the junior, wrestling against Eric Roberts, a sophomore. You're gonna hear a lot about this. Trying to switch. Just trying to get behind. He's still walking it. He's still walking it. He's still, now look at this. You're gonna get the reversal on this one. It's gotta happen, unless Roberts, he hasn't left the control. Now he does. You've got a reverse. Oh no, they haven't called it yet. They haven't called it yet. I tell you what, I thought Rollins was gonna get the reversal, but Roberts with a beautiful job of holding on. 4-3. Roberts needs to score. Roberts needs to turn him. He could let him go and then try to tie the match with a takedown. Inside a minute to go. Rollins back on his feet. We'll see if he throws down the switch again. He tries it. A little gassed right now, locking hands. So the official's gonna stop. Got a 1-point timeout. 5-3. I'm just impressed with Eric Roberts that he did not let that reversal happen. So now the theory of letting him go on the escape and taking him down, that goes out the window because that would make it 6-3. He's got to turn him. Now he's going to let him go. Okay, so he's shooting for the takedown and possibly a near fall point. Inside 40 seconds to go, and this our second match of 12 tonight. Nice move by Eric Roberts. They haven't awarded any points yet because the official says he hasn't gained total control. Now he's going to get control. He's got control now. 6-5. Now he has to turn him. He's got 20 seconds to turn him. He lets him go. So it'll be now 7-5. Now if he can take him down and tie the match up, nothing yet. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, out of bounds, 7 seconds. Awarding 1 point. 7-6. 1 point. 7-6. Welch, Roberts trying to hold on. Rollins trying to hold on. Roberts trying to get the takedown. And oh, it's going to be a takedown by Carl Rollins at the end, making it 9-6. San Clemente wins the first 2 matches. So a tremendous match that went down the end. Next will be the 125-pounders.
125 pounds. A senior from San Clemente, Jay Bargeron. Versus a senior.
Jay Bargeron for San Clemente taking on Max Nishimura from Laguna Hills. And you can see the sport of wrestling. They don't waste any time.
Jay Bargeron from San Clemente was a varsity letterman last year in wrestling and recently placed second at the Magnolia Duels.
So a great crowd on hand, voicing their gratitude to the wrestlers tonight. We've seen 2 good matches, 4 excellent wrestlers. This is as good as billed. San Clemente in red, that's Jay Bargeron taking on Nishimura. And Bargeron looks like he's in control, but no control yet, and they go out. Let's take a look at the upper body strength of both of these wrestlers. And as you saw in the 112 pounds where Ian and Matt came out and they immediately tied up, Max and Jay decide they're not going to tie up. When I say tie up, that means they lock horns, basically. They lock their heads together. And right now, there's a lot of strength going on in the fingers, trying to push those hands around, shuck an elbow. "50 seconds left here in the first period. No score. Nishimura and Bargeron. Laguna Hills, the Hawks in the dark jerseys. And Mac Nishimura. 30 seconds, still no score. Looking for the takedown. Both wrestlers not giving an inch. Nishimura was kind of being the aggressor there for a second. Bargeron, though, did a nice job of moving forward. He shoots the double leg. The sprawl by Nishimura, no control. They go out of bounds, 13 seconds. Officials doing a great job tonight. We're pretty close to the mat. Looking at the safety of the wrestlers, and if you go outside the outer circle, they can stop the match and reset in the middle. 125 pounds, and that will be the end of the first, so no score. Matt Welch won the first match tonight for San Clemente. Carl Rollins, the second at 119 pounds. Now we're moving to 125. We're going to end up tonight finishing with the 103-pounders. Nishimura in the down position. Jay gets behind him, trying to stand up. Nishimura. The Hawks were pretty famous not too long ago for the cradle. Right now, no room for Nishimura to do that because he's on the bottom, but Jay Bargeron sinking in the double leg. You see he's locking in with both legs underneath. And if you're wondering if that hurts, yes, it does. Minute 30 and still no score. Oh, there you might have your first score there on the reversal. Yep, you will. There's your first points. Max Nishimura winning now 2-0. Nishimura with a score of 2-0. 1:20 left to go in the second period. Both wrestlers hustling back up after they hear the whistle from the official. Mark Calentino, the head coach of San Clemente. Cliff Jarmy, the head coach of Laguna Hills. John Hamrow, the athletic director here at San Clemente High School. Triton's had a good football season this year. They're in basketball season right now, along with wrestling. Inside, a minute to go in the second period, 2-0, Nishimura. So Max doing a good job of doing the reversal. And here, Jay's gonna keep scooting for the switch, but Nishimura won't give it up. Still in control. It's the official's decision, and pretty much you can tell when one wrestler has full control. The only thing that Nishimura has right now, he's just got the upper body because Jay's got the leg of Nishimura. That's Coach Jarmy. shouting out. He's telling his wrestler to get on top. Stay on top. Leverage is the name of the game, top and in the back. You can see that Jay's trying to get his hips around with 6 seconds to go in the second period, still 2-0. So still 2 seconds left to go in this second period. Nishimura with the lead with a reversal in that second period. You're watching Athletes in Motion Sports Television on our aimsports.tv webcast. We look forward to hearing from you. If you'd like to email us, you can go to aimsports.tv and hit the contact us. Send us the email. Let us know what you want to see on our webcast, because this is what we're going to be doing quite often. Inside the third period, 2-0. Nishimura with the lead. Bargeron trying to get some near fall points. Nishimura's just got great leverage. He's just sprawled out. Coach Mark Calentino with his hands on top of his head and sporting the goatee. Has a great assistant staff. His team is currently leading 6-0. His wrestler down 2-0. Nearing a minute to go in the final period, and the officials stop because there was a stalemate. Sometimes what happens is that there's just no progress being made. One wrestler is not stalling, and the other wrestler is not able to break them, so they'll basically call a stalemate and reset. Inside, a minute to go. Nishimura trying to hold on, and I'm guessing that he wants to get out of this. If he can get an escape or a reversal, because we've seen one reversal from him tonight. Earlier in the match, that's how he has his points. Inside 40 seconds to go. Welch has to turn him somehow. I don't know if he can, obviously with Nishimura, he does a great job of spreading out his body, so it's very tough to get the cradle. And you'd be surprised on how often these wrestlers really hear the coaches. You can hear that particular coach's voice just like you could hear it if it was your mom or dad yelling at you in the house. So inside 20 seconds to go. And if Max holds on, he's going to be the first wrestler tonight for Laguna Hills to come away a winner. Officially, the Hawks come in rated number 1. Last week it was different. San Clemente was rated higher than Laguna Hills, so it changes each week. And that will be the end. So we have a team score now of 6-3. Coming up next will be the 130-pounder.
At 130 pounds, from San Clemente, a sophomore, Stephen Bam. From Laguna Hills, also a sophomore, Mitch Newcomer.
So you might have heard the PA announcer. Mitch Newcomer, a sophomore, taking on Stephen Pham, a sophomore. At 130 pounds, how about that for a lift? 2-0, Laguna Hills, Mitch Newcomer. Newcomer with the early points. When you get him up in the air, you have to bring him down somewhat gingerly. You can't slam him. I know that firsthand. I slammed one of my opponents in a CIF match, and I was disqualified, which was kind of a bummer. 1:30 to go in this first period, 2-0. These guys are quick. You'll see this is a really, really competitive weight class. Not like, I mean, every one of them is competitive, but you get a lot of strong young men at 130, 135, 140, 145. They're very aggressive. A lot of body strength. Wrestlers these days, as always, they're always dedicated individuals. They're self-motivated. You can't be motivated by somebody else in the sport. You have to be self-motivated to be able to cut weight, be able to wrestle 3 or 4 hours a day, run when you have to on your off time, be in shape. This sport is as mental as it is physical. Newcomer trying to turn him, wind him up. Right now, looks like Newcomer might have a little bit more experience than Pham. Breaking him down with the elbow. So Newcomer crushing the elbow, sinking in. Take a look. He's trying to roll him. Watch the arm. You'll see the officials. He's watching the arm. It's in a very tough position. He's got near fall points, and he's going to get some near fall points, but he still has the arm, so no reversal. So you've got 3 near fall points, so you've got a total of 5-0 right now. 5-0. "18 seconds left, 5-0 at 130 pounds. Newcomer leading it with a 2-point takedown, 3-point near fall, 5-0 here as we're winding down the first. You could tell that Newcomer is a little bit more experienced coming into this match. He's looking over at Coach Jarmy constantly, and that's not a bad thing to do. Pham, he'll be on top as Newcomer decides to go in the bottom. Look how Newcomer's all the way back on his ankles. He's going to get up out of this. I just sense that Newcomer is a little bit stronger. Pham might have come in cutting a lot of weight, or maybe not. You just never know. Tonight, I specifically didn't talk to much about the coaches about who cut weight and who didn't. You got a score of 8-0 now. Newcomer with adding more points, leading at 8-0 from Laguna Hills. 1:30 to go. Time stops here in the second. Again, we've got a great crowd on hand. Both bleachers on both sides are filled, and we're happy to bring this match to you. And I was talking to one of our camera operators tonight, Paul Del Piso. You see the chicken wing. He sinks in the chicken wing. And I was talking to Paul about the fact that a lot of these wrestlers, as they graduate, they go on to get involved in the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championships, and some of your top Ultimate Fighters are wrestlers, like Tito Ortiz out of Huntington Beach. And this is going to be a tough one to get out of. All the leverage is there. He's going to sink it deep. He's got his arm sunk deep and behind his neck. And what Newcomer's trying to do is squeeze hard. And you can see a little blood coming out of Pham's face, his mouth. He's got a little blood. He's got braces on, so I'm sure that happens. There's the pin. So for Laguna Hills, Newcomer comes up with a pin. That will give his team 6 points. So a pin with 35 seconds left in the second period. And Laguna Hills will get 6 points out of it. 9-6 is the team score now.
At 135 pounds, from San Clemente, a junior, Jeff DeGennaro. Jeff has a record of 14-4 with 9 pins against Bear Barnes, a junior from Laguna Hills, who is currently ranked 4th in Orange County.
So we're at 135 pounds. Barnes and DeGennaro. trying to get the double leg. DeGennaro comes into this with a record 9 pins for him, but it's going to be Barnes getting the takedown, 2-0. .110 to go. Bear Barnes and Jeff DeGennaro. DeGennaro was listed coming in on our roster at 140 pounds, but he's wrestling tonight at 135. So DeGennaro, if you're listening in the truck, he was listed at 140 pounds, and now he moved down to 135. And he comes in with a record of 13-4 and 9 pins. 6th place at El Dorado, 2nd place at the Milliken Tenway, and he participated in the CIF Championships last year. So DeGennaro on the bottom for San Clemente. And Barnes for Laguna Hills on top. He leads 2-0. So the end of first period, a score of 2-0. Hawks leading it, and that's Bear Barnes. That's a great name for the sport of wrestling, Bear. Bear is definitely a stocky young man. He's the smaller of the two wrestlers. DeGennaro, taller, more lengthy, wiry. Hated to wrestle those kind of guys. They make good climbers, good rock climbers. So 140 to go. Barnes trying to go for a takedown, but DeGennaro with a nice move, and nobody's awarded points. Look for Bear Barnes to try the single leg here, because a lot of leg to go after. Watch him bring him in there. He's got the single leg. And DeGennaro holding on. Barnes trying to suck him in and break the lock of DeGennaro. Nobody yet has control. Someone's got to give. Now we've got a 2-point takedown by San Clemente. So we have a score of 2-2. Barnes and DeGennaro tied up at 2 apiece. 1 minute to go here in the second. Barnes and DeGennaro inside a minute at 135 pounds. You see the elbow coming across the head. Has the leg in, turning him. Score of 2-2, 135 pounds, inside 30 seconds to go. Watch the half Nelson. DeGennaro could sink in the half Nelson with that right arm, and then if he can turn it, the good thing about DeGennaro, if he gets too high, it's okay, because he can just sink back. He's so tall, he's got so much leverage. That's a tough thing about wrestling taller wrestlers, because they have so much more leverage. Trying to sink in a chicken wing with that right arm. The double chicken wing is something to see. So we're knotted up at 2 apiece as we're going into the third. So DeGennaro started off a little slow. The aggressor was Barnes, but DeGennaro comes back and gets 2 points of his own. We're at 135 pounds. Laguna Hills leads overall in the match, dual match, 9-6 on the team scoring. Bringing him right back down. Watch the switch. He's going to reverse. 4-2. The Hawks lead it 4-2 with Bear Barnes with the reversal, 1:45 to go. Laguna Hills has won the last 2 matches to take a 3-point team lead. Clock stops with 1:36 to go in the third. Both wrestlers a little gassed, but still looking very strong. Barnes continuously, he looks over at Coach Jarmy, stretches out those arms, breaking down the elbow. 4-2, Barnes leads. He's immediately going in to sink a chicken wing. He's gonna try to turn him with the chicken wing. It's tough to ride a tall guy with an ankle. Right now, it's strength against leverage. You do the physics on this. It's a tough one. You've got a smaller, stocky guy with a guy that's probably pretty darn strong himself, but he's got more leverage because he's taller. He can stick out. Look at that leg. He can. Oh, watch the turn. If he's thinking, tough move. It's a tough move by DeGennaro. He had himself in trouble. It was a risky move, and it works against him because 2 points are awarded. 6-4 right now for the Hawks. 2 near fall points were awarded to Barnes. DeGennaro with a risky counter comes away short. 40 seconds to go. So 30 seconds to go. So guys in the truck, our roster will be a little switched up. We'll follow the guys out here. Get you the names when we can. 18 seconds as you see. Another good match for Laguna Hills. Near fall points. Can't really see the shoulder blades at that angle, but both blades have to be down. So he gets 3 near fall points. And a reversal, so 9-4 looks like will be the final score in this one. 6-4 they have. 6-4 is the score, but I think they're gonna go to 9-4. Either which way, Laguna Hills wins.
At 140 pounds from San Clemente, a mixed martial arts fighting champion, Andrew Higgins versus the #1 ranked wrestler at 140 pounds in Orange County, Brandon Roll.
Wow, this one should be a good one. Brandon Roll from Laguna Hills. And Andrew Higgins, mixed martial artist. So Higgins for San Clemente, Roll for Laguna Hills at 140 pounds. And it's going to be Brandon Roll with the 2-point takedown. So Roll comes out with the takedown. Both wrestlers obviously very strong. Wrestling at 140 pounds right now. Laguna Hills winning the dual match overall 12-6. Got the chicken wing in, trying to turn him. Higgins does a good job of breaking his grip. And Roll goes right back out and tries to, there's the switch by Higgins. The outside switch, which is more common in the sport. Roll doing a good job of riding. There's the switch again attempt, so that's going to be the move, but you can see the arms locked for Roll. Thing about the switch, you got to hit it hard and you got to hit it fast. And it's tough sometimes when the guy on top of you has got a good grip. You just got to time it at that right moment. If you feel any type of release, any type of give, and you've got a little room, you can throw it. And the official is constantly looking for you to do a move on the bottom to get out. Always trying to get out. Good look at Andrew. And Roll coming on top. Andrew standing up, trying to get the escape. Roll with the leg ride. Actually, not the leg ride, the single leg. Grabs both of them. And that you can't do a switch from there when you got both legs wrapped up, so that's a good counter move there by Roll. Good aggressor. 2-0. Roll with the lead. He's the shorter of the two. Higgins taller, more slender. Taller by a couple of inches. Overall, the Hawks lead the team scoring 12-6 in this battle of the best in Orange County. You're watching aimsports.tv. We've been shooting wrestling matches in all different sports since 1986. There's the 2-point takedown, 5-0. Score now 5-0, Brandon Roll. Brandon Roll with a score of 5-0 over Higgins. Here in the second with 1:20. $1:10 to go here in the second. I want to welcome our fine engineer tonight, Randy Wilberg. Not only is he our engineer, he's running camera tonight. David Goodhart on the truck. Our good man inside the truck running graphics is Spencer. Another nice move by Brandon Roll. 5-0, holding at 5-0 with 40 seconds to go here in the second. So San Clemente came out and they won the first two matches at 112 and 119 pounds. Since then, it's been all Laguna Hills. Nishimura won at 125. Newcomer won by a pin at 130. Bear Barnes won 6-4 at 135 pounds. Now we're at 140 pounds. Brandon Roll with the lead currently at 5-0. Inside 10 seconds to go here in the second period. Brandon Roll from Laguna Hills on top. He's got the starting to turn the chicken wing, and we go into the third period.
Don't waste time. You need to be rolling. Let's go.
Coach Jarmy telling his wrestler, don't waste time, keep going. And sometimes, you know, you've got these guys, oh, nice move. There's an escape. He's going to escape 6-0 now. And you're going to see an interesting match here, I think, in the third and final, because it looks like Andrew might be a little gassed, more so than Brandon Roll. Again, Andrew might have had to cut a little extra weight. Andrew looks pretty fresh, too. I take that back. Andrew looks pretty fresh. 1:35 to go in the final 2 minutes. Got a 2-point takedown coming. 8-0 for Laguna Hills. Trying to get some near fall points. Higgins obviously very strong. Working the upper body of, Brandon Roll obviously very strong, working the upper body of Andrew Higgins.
Drop it.
45 seconds. So Laguna Hills is going to win yet another match unless there's some remarkable turnaround. It can happen. Get a reversal and a pin. It only takes a few seconds. Officials look for about 3 seconds on your back to call a pin. We're at 140 pounds. Brandon Roll against Andrew Higgins, 8-0. Inside 20 seconds to go here in the third and final period of 140 pounds. So Laguna Hills making it a sweep right now in the last 4 matches. So the final score here, 8-0, Brandon Roll. going to move up to 145 pounds. Again, you're watching Athletes in Motion.
A junior, Paul Biari. From Laguna Hills, a junior, Stephen Mills.
Stephen Mills taking on Paul Bahari.
Ranked third in the county.
Paul Bahari, San Clemente, also a junior. Okay. 108 left to go in this third period with a score of 3-2. Mike Brady with the lead. 16-9 in team scoring, the Hawks lead. And I can almost taste Spasso's Italian restaurant, because that's where we're taking the crew tonight after the match. Shooting the double leg. Nothing awarded yet. As we saw a little while ago, these two wrestlers did a good job of countering a takedown. It's almost like they did a better job of countering the takedown than getting points awarded for the takedown itself. 15 seconds to go and a stalemate. These are outstanding wrestlers. I know they'll see each other again, but they're in two different divisions. San Clemente in Division 2, San Clemente in Division 1, Laguna Hills in Division 2. Four seconds to go, score of 3-2, Michael Brady. And that's the end of the match, 3-2, Mike Brady. So San Clemente creeping back in this one. That was 152 pounds. Now we're going to move up to 160 pounds. The team score now 16-12.
At 160 pounds, from San Clemente, a senior, Matt Noriega. From Laguna Hills, also a senior, ranked number 1 in Orange County, Evan Cole.
For Laguna Hills, Evan Coles and Matt Noriega. For San Clemente at 160 pounds. Matt Noriega, a mark of 5-2 with 2 pins, first place at the Magnolia 10-way. 10-way means there was 10 teams. And if you're wondering what the red and the green ankle bands are, that's the way they keep score. 2-0 for the Hawks. Evan Coles, as he gets the first points awarded. 3 2-minute periods, 12 weight classes. Tonight we're going to finish off at 103 pounds. Bobby Morales and Tucker Conroy. For Laguna Hills, Evan Coles, he's a senior, 3rd year on varsity. League champion, 4th at CIF last year. Goal this season, top 3 in the state. He says he's a wrestler. And Coles with 2 points. It's 4-1. He wrestles because, literally, I'm a wrestler, and when I wrestle, I feel great. He says coach's advice to him, figure it out, Evan. He said his role model is the same role model I had, my dad. So Evan looks up to Mr. Coles, and that's a great thing. So 4-1. You're watching aimsports.tv, our first webcast, and as I said, we look forward to bringing you many more sports We just wound up the football season on Friday Night Highlights, moving right into wrestling and basketball and the winter sports. So real excited about bringing you these sports live via the web worldwide. Mark Calentino, the head coach. If you're watching outside of California, we're in San Clemente, California, once known as the Western White House when Richard Nixon was here. Had a nice spread just a couple miles away from San Clemente High School. And if you're a surfer, this is a great place. San Onofre, Trestles. 4-1, winding down the first period. And believe it or not, a lot of wrestlers, they surf. Coach Cliff Jarmy's a surfer from Laguna Hills, the head coach. We're at 160 pounds. Coles and Noriega, 4-1. So Noriega's got to get busy. And if you want to email Evan Coles, he has his email addressed here in our program, and I've got to give this to you because it's a classic email. It's lovercoles@hotmail.com. Again, if you want to email Evan Coles, a young man right there, lovercoles@hotmail.com. I'm not sure what that describes, but you can make your own assumption. Second period, 160 pounds with 145 to go. 5-1, Coles has been in control. Trying to get his team back in the scoring column. 1:30 to go. Looking at the right elbow, and Coles likes to grab, tie up, and he kind of shucks him in, gets him back to the center. And that's an aggressor, bringing him back in the mat, going for the single leg, sprawling. Look at Noriega on his tiptoes, trying to gain some leverage, trying to break him down, but this kid Coles is strong. Look at that, swipes his leg out with his right foot, swipes the leg of Noriega out and gets the takedown, now leading 7-1 inside 55 seconds to go in the second. Again, a great crowd on hand here at San Clemente High School. About 8 miles separate these two schools going down the 5 freeway. Sometimes it can take you 10 minutes or about an hour and a half. Depends on that 5 freeway. Sport of wrestling, one of the oldest ever. 7-1 is the score, and it's just strength against strength, style against style, move against move, and countering, trying to sing the cradle. Look at the cradle. There it is. Watch him as he rocks him. Now what he wants to do, he has the cradle. His hands are locked. He has a leg, and he has his neck. And Evan Coles, what he would have to do is rock him totally backwards. Just look at the shape these guys are in. There's nothing but muscle on these guys. 7-1, 20 seconds to go in the second. Officials doing a fantastic job tonight of officiating this match. And they don't get enough credit. 8 seconds to go. And without question, the officials were wrestlers themselves. To be an official in this sport, you absolutely have to have wrestled. You really do. 7-1, final 2 minutes in the third. Good look at the head official tonight. I'm sorry I did not get his name prior to the match. I'll try to do that at some point here tonight. 16-12, the team scoring. Looking at Evan Coles and Matt Noriega. Coming up next will be the 171 pounds, Dylan Klink, with a mark of 11-0 for San Clemente. We're at 160 pounds now. Coles trying to get out. Trying to break free of the grip by Noriega. And he got out. Make it 8-1 now. 1 point escape. 8-1 Coles. So San Clemente came out, they won the first 2 matches, and then Laguna Hills went on a run of winning 4 in a row before San Clemente broke that mark at the 152-pound mark, with Mike Brady winning 3-2 in a fantastic third period. Evan Coles trying to keep the lead for Laguna Hills at 16-12. No matter what can change it is a pin. They can take a lead with a pin or a major decision. The Hawks lead at 16-12. It's debatable on who's actually number 1 in the county. I even asked Coach Jarmy, he goes, you know, it's a battle of ones. Evan Coles with a nice takedown, 10-1. There might not be a more pure sport of individual competition than the sport of high school wrestling. 10-1 is the score. And it's not always the strongest wrestler that wins. And Coach Calentino can tell you that. Sometimes you get a wrestler that's just, he's great at his moves. He might not be stronger, but he's able to use his leverage. He's able to use the craft that he has created in the practice room, coming away with a win. And you've got Evan Coles coming away with a win, 10-1. Evan Coles comes away with the win by the score of 10-1. And Noriega goes over and shakes hand of, and then you've got Coach Calentino shaking the hands of Evan Coles. So now we're going to step up to a little heavier weight. 171 pounds.
A junior with a record of 10-0 with 4 pins, Dylan Klink. From Laguna Hills, a junior, Danny Sanchez.
So Danny Sanchez is the wrestler for Laguna Hills. Dylan Klink undefeated. Dylan Klink has a record of 11-0. Danny Sanchez got his work cut out for him, but he's a very good wrestler himself. He's a junior, 2nd year on varsity. His favorite wrestling memory, wrestling at CIF, goal this season to make it to state. He wrestles simply because it's fun and it keeps him out of trouble. Self-description, unique, and he's a nice guy. And his role model is Coach Jarmy and his mom. And I haven't met too many wrestlers that said one of their favorite things to do is to eat food, because I haven't met too many wrestlers that said that's not their favorite thing to do, because they love to eat, but they often can't, especially if they're right around that weight. Each time before a match, they have to weigh in and, oh, take a look at this. Nice as he puts him down soft, 2-point takedown. So Sanchez with the 2-point takedown. That was schooled. That was just perfect. Well executed by Sanchez. Sanchez trying to break him down and breaks the elbow, with the crossface. You can come across the crossface with your forearm pretty hard. As long as it's not a punch, and as long as it's not too flagrant, you're going to get away with it. And a tough thing for a coach to do during a wrestling season is keep his kids healthy, because they're constantly, the nice reversal, 2-2. Nice switch for the reversal by Dylan Klink. 1-point escape by Sanchez. Dylan Klink from San Clemente has not lost a match yet this year. Again, you're watching high school wrestling from San Clemente, California. I'm Paul Higgins. This is aimsports.tv. You can also order a copy of this entire match if you like by sending us an email, and we can get those copies off to you. .140 to go in the second. Official closely looking at the hold, watching the arm. He doesn't want an arm. He can easily break an arm, but Coach Jarmy looking on, doesn't want his wrestler to get a broken arm, that's for sure. Coach Jarmy still gets out there and wrestles in practice, not as often as he used to, but he can still roll around the mat. Half Nelson, Klink was trying to get in. You're looking at a guy on top that has not lost a match this year. Danny Sanchez started off very fast. 3-2 is the score. Dylan Klink in control, down by 1. Sanchez, pressure on the back, lower body with his hips and his legs. And now he's working it around the right side, trying to turn the head and get those shoulders so they're exposed to the mat. Sanchez working up a good sweat right here, that's for sure. It's a little bit warmer in this gym than it was. A nice turn around the body. As Klink almost sunk in the half Nelson. Coach Calentino looking on. He has a great coaching staff as well. I believe there was a warning there for stalling. 3-2. Officials always looking for aggressive. So the score remains the same, 3-2. Final 2 minutes. He's getting sick. So Sanchez is got a little body fluids coming out. And what could happen is that if he cut a lot of weight, he might have drank a good portion of water. And of course, trying to get some fluids back in your body. So there's a official's timeout. Sanchez, good-looking young man, good-looking wrestler. Dylan Klink on the bottom, 3-2. I was a wrestler, and this is a great sport. Once a wrestler, always a wrestler. 1:50 to go in the third, 3-2, up by 1. Klink trying to get an escape. Right here, he's trying to get a switch for a reversal, locking hands. We're gonna have a 3-3 game here, 3-3 match. Sanchez locked hands. Coach says, don't worry about it. So it gives him the escape. So 4-3, San Clemente leading 4-3. Dylan Klink. Coach says, just let him go. You're more apt to get the takedown, but Dylan Klink, he's the taller wrestler again. He's the taller, lengthy guys. He has more leverage. But Sanchez, smaller, stockier. Not to say that he's stronger, he's just built stronger. Shooting the single leg. Sanchez with the single leg. They're still in the up position. No control. 57 seconds left to go in the third. Klink on the line, an undefeated mark. He's 11-0 right now. Sprawling, sprawling, sprawling. Klink, even though he's undefeated, he only has 1 pin on the season, so he's used to going the distance. 45 seconds to go, up by 1. Sanchez trying to get the tank down. Klink trying to stay on his feet. He's going to be the aggressor. He has to be aggressive, otherwise If he's not aggressive, the officials will call him with stalling, and we'll be tied up at 4 apiece. 33 seconds to go in the third. Klink undefeated. Sanchez, second-year varsity wrestler. He's got the takedown, or does he? No, he doesn't. Klink comes away with a 2-point takedown, 6-3, and some near fall points. I think he's going to come away with some near fall points.
10 seconds.
So Klink is going to go undefeated in what was a very entertaining match. No near fall points awarded. 6-3 is the final score. Klink stays undefeated. We're going to go up to 189 pounds now. Again, we're going to wind up at the lightweights at 103 pounds.
With a record of 10-0 this year, Aaron Newman. From Laguna Hills, a junior, currently ranked 3rd in Orange County, John Hayes.
So Hayes taking on Aaron Newman at 189 pounds. If you're wondering what's left, we have 215, 285 pounds, and then back to 103. So right now, Laguna Hills leading the dual meet with a mark of 20-15 here at San Clemente High School.
He was the upperweight MVP of the tournament. He also placed first at the Magnolia Duels.
Aaron Newman, first place at the El Dorado Invitational, 47 teams there. Upperweight MVP at that tournament, rightly so. First place at the Magnolia Duels. Aaron placed second in CIF last year, 5th in CIF 2 years ago as a sophomore. He's currently undefeated at 10-0. 20-15, the Hawks lead team scoring. He will take a pin or a major decision for San Clemente, either tie it or be ahead by 1 in team scoring. Inside a minute to go here in the first period, 53 seconds. John Hayes from Laguna Hills, Aaron Newman stalemated. They go back to the center part of the ring with 44 seconds left. Again, locked up. Ooh, there's some almost punching going on there as they lock up. Aaron Newman being very aggressive. And the trees have fallen. There's some big boys out there at 189 pounds, but you wouldn't know it. They hold their weight extremely well. 10 seconds left to go here in the first period at 189 pounds. I want to thank you for joining us here. Score 2-0. Aaron Newman leading it. John Hayes, second year in varsity. Get in shape for wrestling. Ran 14 miles in Oklahoma at a 2-week intensive camp. Goals this season, place at state and finish my low single. "15 seconds burned here in the second. Got an escape, 3-0. Newman with the escape, gets the 1 point, so he's got 3 points to nothing. John Hayes, ranked 3rd, as you might have heard. And Newman is ranked 3rd at 215 pounds. So he's coming down to wrestle 189 tonight. That's a versatile young man to have on your team. Not often. It's often actually that the coaches will move you around for the team's sake. They'll ask you, hey, can you come in and can you cut 10 pounds in 5 days? Can you cut 12 pounds? It's not as asked as often as it used to be, but it's still asked. There's more conscious decisions made on cutting weight these days, especially with nutrition really taking the forefront. 55 seconds to go here in the second period, 3-0, Newman. Aaron Newman is undefeated, 10-0. He has 4 pins on the season. .35 seconds left. Clock stops in the second. So these guys have wrestled a lot from the top. And that's not uncommon either with the bigger wrestlers. They sometimes don't like to be rolling around the mat. Obviously that's where they score, but there's a lot of times you see these guys, they release and get on top and wrestle from their feet. Newman trying to push the head down and go around from behind to score takedown points. He's going to get there if he can get it past the arm. He waits for that arm. He's just going to keep rotating and keep rotating and keep rotating until he gets it. He's going to keep working on it, and he's got it. 5-0. And that was a pure hustle move. You try to run around like that with someone pushing against your body after wrestling 4 minutes. That's 5-0 the score, and we go into the third and final period. That was pretty awesome by Aaron Newman. John Hayes, he's a junior. Aaron Newman, a senior. So 1 year's worth of more experience, and in the sport of wrestling, that's a lot. That could be up to 25, 30 matches. Trying to throw the headlock, it almost looked like. Newman comes at you, and he just throws those paws at you. He makes you know that he's there. 6-0. I believe it's going to be a point awarded. No, they don't. They 5-0. My fault. 1:35 to go in the match. Aaron Newman with the lead. John Hayes trying to get on the board. If San Clemente wins this by a decision, they'll be within 2 points of tying Laguna Hills. This place is going to be rocking. Going out of bounds, stopping the clock at 1:13 to go in the third. Coach Jarmy was telling his wrestler just a minute, seconds ago, get behind, rotate him and get behind. Officials looking to see who's the aggressor here, to see if both wrestlers are moving forward. Newman, Aaron Newman, had control, but off the mat. The lower levels split tonight between these two schools. So that's basically how close they are. 48 seconds to go. Coach Calentino took over for, there's Coach Owens, actually right next to Coach Owens, the young man, I say the young man in the glasses. He was my coach when I was here at San Clemente High School, and he was a fantastic wrestler. Coach John Owens, there's Coach Cliff Jarmy, and he's got a great staff. He's been coaching 34 years, Coach Jarmy, and had his first granddaughter this year. And Coach Owens has been here ever since I came to San Clemente High School, and that was back in 1976. So there is, the officials have stopped. I'm not sure, I was paying more attention to the wrestlers there for a second. I wasn't, they're looking at the scoring, so the scoring 6-0. So they were wondering, Coach Calentino is over at the scorer's desk, and that's in the darkness over there, the top of your screen, so it's a little hard to see. So it's 6-0. Coach Calentino walking back over. So there's one more point added up there on the score. Aaron Newman just comes at you like a bear. He's in the red. 35 seconds to go in the match. One point awarded, 7-0. And would have been out of bounds. He gave it to him. He gave him, and that's a huge point. That's 9-0. That means they'll get more points at the end of this match because it is 9-0. They'll get 4 points on the win, so it'll be 20-19 team scoring wise. And he's going to try to go 9-1, 8 or more points. You get 4 points awarded team scoring. So he's going for more than that. He wants a takedown with 10 seconds to go, so he can get 5 points, 5 points for his team. And with 3 seconds, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. Yes, he is. The takedown. So 11-1. So it will make the score now 20-20, I believe. If I do this right, it should be 20-20. Correct it, 20-19. 20-19 team scoring. £215 coming your way next, right here on AimSports.tv.
From San Clemente, a senior with a record of 12-0 with 12 pins, Josh Hubert. From Laguna Hills, a senior, Tim Weber.
Tim Weber taking on Josh Hubert, and you might have heard it in the background by our PA announcer. Hubert has a mark of 12-0, all by pins. Go figure. That's an outstanding mark. So, Josh first place at the Magnolia Duels. He's a member of the award-winning Triton Marching Band, and he plays on the drum line. So this kid plays on the drum line, plus he has a mark of 12-0. So Weber going to give him a match of his own. He's a senior, second year in the varsity wrestling team. Third in Laguna Hills Invitational, first in the Summer League. And we'll see what Hubert's favorite move will be. 53 seconds to go in the first. Still no points awarded yet. No score. Hubert's going to get it. 2-0 San Clemente. So Josh comes away with 2 points. San Clemente leading 2-0, but nice job. 1 point escape by Weber. So Weber gets the escape, 2-1. 20 seconds left in the first. A very entertaining 215-pound class. Tell me where that 215 pounds is on these kids. There's no body fat on these guys. 8 seconds to go. Counting down. So at the end of one, 2-1. So 2-1 is the score as we get ready for the second. Weber is on the down position. Wonder what he's gonna, interesting move by Josh. They're trying to sink him in the cradle. And look at this move by Weber. He gets the 1 point escape. We're tied up. He's gonna get the 2 point takedown, and this kid's gonna be on his back if he's not in trouble. He gets near fall points. So 2-2, and then 4-2 now, 4-2 Weber. 4-2 Weber. The 1-point escape, 2-point near fall points. And that might be Josh Hubert's first time on his back. And Weber goes, you know what? I can take this guy. Gets behind him, stays in control. 1 minute to go in the second period. 4-2 Weber. Josh from San Clemente undefeated at 12-0, 12 pins. And he's sucking air a little bit. Now, one thing about 12 pins, here's the thing. You might not have wrestled 6 minutes too often. If you've pinned 12 times, you never wrestled 6 minutes straight. And sometimes in practice, if you've got 12 pins, you're the guy that's doing the teaching, and sometimes you don't get the workout that you normally would get if you're a guy that's not 12-0, because usually guys that are less of a wrestler is training against you. And once again, they're over at the scorer's desk, and this is a good blow of air for both these guys. So Coach Jarmy is over at the scorer's desk and trying to work this out. I believe it was 4-2. When I said 4-2, I was thinking maybe I said it wrong, but that's what they have it up there. Of course, the moves go by so fast, and sometimes even the refs get confused on the scoring, but I believe they've got it now at 7-3, so it's 7-3. So that's how far we were off. 7-3 Weber. So Coach Jarmy walks away, and Coach Calentino goes over to the board. So what there was an escape in there, there was a reversal, and it must have been a near fall point. We've only seen one pin in this entire dual match. And when you have two fine wrestling teams, you don't have too many wrestlers that go by the way of a pin. Normally they fight their way through it. 7-3 is the score. Josh Hubert in red, undefeated on the season at 12-0. That's in jeopardy now. As Tim Weber saw that, the coach said, no, don't do that. Coach Jarmy was telling him not to do that. 1-point escape, 7-4. So Weber might have made a tactical mistake there. And it looks as though Josh might be gaining a little bit more momentum here. He's the aggressor right now. As you see, he's pushing back Tim off the mat.
Hey, why are you getting pushed around?
Jarmy just said, why are you getting pushed around? And that's exactly what Josh was doing. He was pushing him off the mat. So Weber looking for a move. Josh almost looking like he was going to throw a form of a headlock there. And you can see the shine coming from these kids too. At the end of second period, now we go into third. Coach Jarmy is telling him, do not drop to your knees and shoot the takedown. And Tim was saying he's slippery, and that he is very slippery. He gets to 1-point escape. Nah, they haven't awarded it yet. Now then it gets a reversal. So the reversal up on the board. Reversal. So we got a reversal and then a reversal. Up on the official scoreboard, it says 7-6. 1:33 to go in the third. 7-6 Weber. Josh Herbert has to turn him. 1:20 to go in the third. Hubert's undefeated, mark of 12-0. He's pinned every opponent. He's losing by 1. He's sinking in the half Nelson. He's going to try to turn him. 1:08 to go. 7-6 is the score. Either turn him or get near fall points. And Weber, we might see a tie score here if Weber doesn't start to be able to move, because he might get a stalling call. But he's up on his knees, so he's showing some aggression. 49 seconds to go. 1 point differential. Josh Hubert losing by 1. Weber still being aggressive, even though he's on bottom. Tries to get out. Josh trying to throw in what looks like a single chicken wing. With that left arm, he's got it in. Now he's trying to turn him. Inside 30 seconds. Weber doing everything he can with his right arm not to be turned. He is grimacing on his face. Now back up top, trying to turn the head. 18 seconds, 15 seconds. Weber could go down. He has not lost a match this season. He's undefeated. Here we go. 10 seconds, trying to turn him. Weber hurt it. 10 seconds. Weber trying to hold on. Josh trying to turn. 1 point awarded. We are tied up at 7. If the official time is 7 apiece, we're going to OT. Seven apiece, 1 minute up on the clock. They're going to immediately go. They don't waste any time. 7-7, 1 point was awarded. Crowd comes alive. 50 seconds. Sweat just pouring off these two guys. They have given it their all. Josh has not gone in a full match. Now he's in overtime. No points awarded yet. Hubert trying to get the takedown. No, Weber does a good job. Weber's still holding on. Now he's going to give up the takedown. He's only got, there it is, 2 points. 9-7. Hubert stays undefeated. Unbelievable match. Those two kids gave it their all. Congratulations goes out to both of them.
At heavyweight, from San Clemente Jr., with a record of 8-2 with 4 pins, Alex Evers. From Laguna Hills, currently ranked 4th in Orange County, a junior, Abel Ramirez.
So with that win, San Clemente leads 22-20. Alex Evers taking on Abel Ramirez. I certainly hope you're enjoying this exceptional dual match on the World Wide Web here with aimsports.tv. These guys are going to wrestle into the bleachers. You can't tell them when they get to the hardwood floor that you're supposed to stop. Abel is a second-year varsity wrestler. Orange County JV champ, CVU League champion as a freshman, and on the varsity as a sophomore. Evers comes in with a mark of 8-2, 4 pins. First place at the Magnolia Duels, 7th place at the El Dorado Invitational. He played on the defensive line on the Triton varsity football team this year as well. I would hate to face him in full pads, let alone in a singlet. Nearing 1 minute to go. 1-1 is the score. We're going to finish off tonight with the 103-pounders. That's one more match to go. Every match has been entertaining, really it has. 1-1 is the score. San Clemente in the red and black. Laguna Hills in the dark. Their official colors are brown, gold, and white. Abel getting some head chucks in there. It's okay to slap the side of the head and shoot, or slap the side of the head and tie up and get a throw in. Abel Ramirez for Laguna Hills. There's a good look at him. Alex Evers. Nice. Evers with the takedown, 2 points. Has Ramirez's arms tied up. 6 seconds, 5 to go here in the first period. 3-1 is the score. Evers with a 2-point takedown. And even though this is an extremely physical sport, credit has to go out to these athletes because nobody tonight has been injured. Only Pham earlier got a bloody lip because he wears braces. Other than that, we have not had one single injury timeout or one single injury. Crowd chanting Abel for Laguna Hills. Inside, 150 to go, 154 to be exact, pardon me, in the second period. Score 3-1. This is the heavyweight division. Glad you can join us on aimsports.tv next week. Please join us once again as we'll bring you the sport of high school basketball. Jay Serra taking on Linwood. There is an escape. We'll have a score of 4-1. Did they give it to him? No escape. 3-1. This is the heavyweight division. Going off the mat, this is where you got to be careful. And that was a class act by Alex Evers not to have Abel Ramirez come off onto the hard basketball floor here at San Clemente High School. 42 seconds left to go in the second. 3 2-minute periods. Sweat just pouring off these guys. 22-20 is the team score. San Clemente leads by 2. Takedown. 7-1. San Clemente would love to get a pin here. If they get a pin, there's no way that Laguna Hills could win the dual match. 10 seconds left. We're in the second. 7-1. 5, 4, 3. So we go into third and final period. 7-1. Alex Evers with the lead. And these two guys are gassed, and they should be. Alex Evers looks lighter than Abel Ramirez, but they're both in the heavyweight division. Final 2 minutes of the heavyweight division. Then we go to the 103-pounders to finish up this dual match. Alex Evers trying to get the leverage on the smaller, height-wise, Abel Ramirez. Trying to bring him down. They headlock up again. They tie up. They're just trying to stay alive right now. They're just trying to stay on their feet. Look for Alex Evers to shoot something. He's been more aggressive. He's got the lead, 7-1. But Abel Ramirez has to get a move in. He really does. Coaches, Abel Ramirez's coaches are saying, you've got to be the aggressor. You've got to shoot. Nice move. Abel with the trip, the 2-point takedown, 9-1. It's a 7-point lead with 1:10 to go in the final third period. Coach Calentino saying drag him back on the mat. So time gets to 1:02 and stops. It's a non-conference match, a non-division match. San Clemente in red, they're rated number 4 in Orange County. They're in Division 1. Almost slipping right off the back of Abel Ramirez. Alex almost went right over the top. That could have been trouble. 45 seconds to go. The half Nelson is in. If they pin, it will be huge. If they don't, we're gonna have a fantastic finish at the 103 pounds. Trying to turn them here. Approaching 30 seconds. You're watching the heavyweight division, San Clemente. Alex Evers on top with a lead of 9-1. Abel Ramirez from Laguna Hills on the bottom.
20 seconds.
Alex trying to turn him for near fall points to increase the overall team score. 1 point awarded, 10-1. Alex sucking a little bit of air. 9-2, pardon me, 9-2 is the score. Evers leads Ramirez 9-2 with 13 seconds to go. Ten seconds. And that will do it. Are you ready for a good one?
At 103 pounds from San Clemente, a junior, Tucker Conroy.
It all comes down to this. Tucker Conroy and Bobby Morales.
In Orange County, a freshman, Bobby Morales.
Wow, this is a huge match for Bobby Morales and Tucker Conroy. The score, team score, 25-20. If Laguna Hills pins, they will win 26-20. And right now, sinking in a cradle, these two lightweights have waited all night. More than an hour and a half since the first match started. The cradle is in. Laguna Hills is known for the cradle. The score is 2-0. Bobby Morales. Nearing 1 minute burned here in the first period. This is the final match of the night. San Clemente leading 25-20 in team scoring. The crowd just loving every second of it, chanting for their favorite wrestler. Both benches up. Both coaches up. .40 seconds to go in the first. 2-0. They settle back in. Releases the cradle. So contrast this from what you just saw, the heavyweight division, when most of the time they were on their feet. These young lads on the mat. Bobby Morales, a freshman from Laguna Hills, taking on Tucker Conroy. Don't let the freshman deceive you, because this kid's got a lot of experience. Turn him. He turned him. Now watch out. Morales has got him exposed. Getting near fall points. He's got 8 years of Hawkeye wrestling saved by the clock. This kid's got honors galore, and he's only a freshman, but in his 8 years of wrestling, he's earned the Tough Man Award, the Hawkeye, the Most Inspirational, the Veterans Award. And you know what? The Hawks fans love this Bobby Morales. Tucker Conroy, cannot give up the pin. If he does, his team will lose by 1. Got the chicken wing in. He's yanking on that arm. He's turning him. His back is exposed again. You can't see it from this angle. 1:35 to go. And fighting with all his might, but Morales squeezing, and he's squeezing. It's a tough one. He's got 120 to hold. Your arms aren't meant to go in that direction. Morales, this place is gonna light up even though this is a visitor's winning because Laguna Hills have brought their crowd. Coach Jarmy looking on, calm and composed. He knows that this kid is a good one. I was at a football game this year and talking to Coach Jarmy at a playoff game. He said this kid is the real deal. Inside a minute, the Hawks fans are getting ready to run onto the mat. If this one ends in a pin, you can see the pain on Tucker Conroy's face. Morales, 8 years of wrestling. He's only a freshman. 32 seconds to go in the second period.
30 seconds.
Coach Calentino is calling that Morales might be in a move that could hurt the other wrestler. He lets him up. 10 seconds. So he will not get the pin. Now it looks close. He looks close. 2 seconds. 1 second. Oh my goodness. He did not get the pin. He got the 3-point near fall. That was extremely close. 8-0 is the score. Now let me explain this to you. In points, you could get a major decision. 15 or more points separates the two wrestlers. You can get a major decision. That will tie the score up at 25-25. If Morales can pin his opponent, Tucker Conroy, that means the Hawks will win because a pin will get you 16 points. And I did say 6, not 16. 25-20 is the overall team score. 10-0, Morales leads now. 5 more points up there on the board. And he will get a major decision, but you know what? He's gonna lock him in right here. Watch the shoulders, it's tough to see, but the official is there. He's gotta hold on for 1:20. And that's tough, there it is! Laguna Hills wins by 1. An amazing end to this dual meet of 2 fantastic teams in San Clemente and Laguna Hills. It came down to the lightweights at 103 pounds, and Bobby Morales comes away as the freshman, the winner. That kid's a stud.
Thank you for coming this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Bobby Morales comes away with the win, and what a great way to show wrestling on our webcast here on aimsports.tv. I thank you for watching. It's been a great night. This has been a production of Athletes in Motion Sports Television. On behalf of our fine crew, I'm Paul Higgins. Good night, everybody. Tell your friend about this one.